It's been a few days now. The storm has settled. The hurricane has passed. The Dolphins came through. They had a rough storm up there in Maryland.
Are you
Uh,
sure the Dolphins came through? I know something come through, but I don't know if it was the Dolphins.
well, on the schedule they said the Dolphins were supposed to show up for the storm. That's what I was told. They were to show up. I saw a few Dolphins, in the beginning part of the storm. I don't know what happened, during the storm. I just told to get shelter. Get shelter. So
You know, go ahead.
go ahead. This your world, bro. This is your time to speak on your Miami Dolphins
Well,
last game.
on another platform, and we frequent conversations all the time. And I've told you, I even think from last year, but definitely this year, it shows in the record. Any team that can, I wouldn't even say dominate, that is physical up front with us, uh, has probably a 65-70% chance of winning, right? Just because definitely on our offensive side of the ball, like people may see that Tua's sack numbers are down or the pressure numbers are down, right? But I don't think fundamentally, now this is my opinion, of course, I don't think fundamentally any offense is supposed to run with their quarterback getting the ball out always on average less than 2.3 seconds, right? I mean, it's cool that you're got the quick hitters, right? But
Mm-hmm.
that's that's not how you want to run your offense. Like people always criticize Tua, oh, he can't create from this way or that point. Yeah, and he's not the most athletic. I'm not even trying to put him in that category as being this overly athletic quarterback. But the line literally is not meant to hold up for long periods of time. And once your D line can get constant pressure with four guys, and you can get your hands on the receivers, it throws the whole scheme
Yeah.
off balance, right? I mean, like I say, we've lost the good teams this year, right? But just look at the type of teams that are good, though, right? You got Buffalo, who in the beginning of the season had one of the more dominant defensive lines, right? You got Philly, the only defensive unit on their team has been the defensive line that's played any type of respectability over the last 8 weeks, right? You run into the Ravens, right? I think they're leading the league in sacks right now, definitely leading in pressures. I'm pretty sure me and you have joked about it that I think over the last like they played like 8 or 9 quarterbacks that they've knocked out the game that didn't finish, whether blow it or not. Like they didn't finish. They
Yeah.
knocked their quarterback around. And Tua did not finish that game. I mean, it was a blow, but he didn't finish that game, left the game with a shoulder injury. Right? So until we learn how to address the physicality in terms of the offensive and defensive line, I don't think we'll ever take that next step, right? And
Yeah.
especially like personally speaking, since Jalen Phillips went down, I really thought as small as the Super Bowl window may have been, not having that other person giving pressure opposite Bradley Chubb, I really thought our defense would have taken a big hit, like a huge hit. And it's showing it because like, I think we had one sack on Lamar, but I think Lamar had like almost less than 5 pressures or something like that. Like,
Yeah,
you're
and he
not gonna,
talked about that play afterwards too, and he was saying that sack was on him. He said he didn't even blame
right?
his line for that.
Right. So, I mean, this is not, this is, I hope you're taking this as more credit to how well Baltimore played.
But
That,
I know you gotta tell West
right.
that
No, no,
he's
no.
still
Like,
understanding the
no,
greatness he's
and West
witnessing.
shoot your shot. I mean, that's my opinion from the game. Like, we didn't win any facet of that game in terms of special teams. I think y'all averaged 50 yards on the two returns y'all had was like 2 for 106 or something like that. So like average of 50 yards. Uh, we average more rush. Our average per rush was better, but you guys led in attempts because you're trying to kill the clock at certain points in
Yeah.
time. uh, we just wasn't able to get it done, and that's to me again, that's more credit to Baltimore than necessarily us playing by. Like you ain't playing yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you gotta say, Wes, man? I can save it the best. Best for last. I can save it for last.
As I tell you last week, dog, y'all had a lot of good momentum, but y'all been playing good, and by the Dolphins don't play good against good teams. However, I would say, bro, I don't know how good y'all could feel about beating that Dolphins team. They was break right up. They come into that game, break right up, and you can be like, "Oh, look, it's another excuse."
No,
Wait,
I
come
didn't say
on,
nothing.
dog.
I just said,
Come
"Oh,
on,
bro, I'm listening.
Hey, it's football, and
Go ahead.
you gotta play the hand you got. But they just break up, that
Yeah.
team will smash up. So,
Right.
I mean, going into that game when I think most of wasn't playing, I was like, "Wait, y'all would have break them right up." But they ain't no offense going on it.
They have the rookie who play solid.
Yeah,
No.
I mean that's good, way, but like, come on, bro. This is an elite defense you're playing, but you need all your stats. So.
Yeah, and I agree with her, Wes. Whatever she's saying, I agree. I mean, just to piggyback on what he said, right? I'm never gonna be one to make excuses, but I'll tell you something I do find fascinating about the Ravens defense. And not that I don't listen to much of the national talking heads because I think most of them just pay. They just get paid because they make good clickbait.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, someone was like, all the good defenses are being built like outside, then coming in, right? Where they defensive ends, cornerbacks, and then they worry about up the middle.
Yeah.
Right? But literally, Baltimore has a throwback defense, right? Where their strength is up the middle.
Yeah.
Right? And it seems to be the kryptonite to the Shanahan's offense, right? Which has taken the league by storm over the last 5 to 6 years. Right?
Yeah.
So you got all the guys coming from the Sean McVay tree, right? Which is really the Kyle Shanahan daddy. What's his first name? I can't remember.
Mike Shanahan.
Mike, which is really Mike Shanahan's old Denver Bronco offense, right? With just a few modernization in the wrinkles. That neutralizes that because their defensive tackles and their linebackers, that's where they're best at. And you like if you're trying to attack the middle of the field with any type of short passing game in terms of between the 5 to the 10 to 12 yard marker, it ain't happening. Those two linebackers they have in Queen and Roquan Smith, like I'm pretty sure since they've acquired Roquan Smith from the Bears mid-season last year, their defense has been top 5.
Oh yeah, for sure, automatic.
Right? And
that was a missing piece.
What you gotta say, man, Dev? Me or your take on the game?
Man, see,
love it.
No, dog. Like I mean, I do love it. I ain't on the front. I just started to enjoy the game after that Roquan interception. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. After that Roquan interception, I was like, all right, this game really about to turn. And then that 4th and 7, like the fact that they went for them 4th and 7, and that's why like kept a note. I had a short little speech on how I felt about the game, and honestly, I felt as if this game that happened was more so about what the Dolphins did to us last year than what the Dolphins did this year or what the Ravens is doing this year. Like I told them, from when the schedule got released, bro, every single Raven, from the head coach down to the janitor, down to the fan and flipping St. Kitts, we circled that Dolphins game like, yo, this is the revenge game, bro. And now they put the game from September to now in December, the last 2 weeks before before the playoffs start. So like that game was very personal just for us to show ourselves that we don't really blow leads. Yeah, it happened. It did happen. We shouted them for doing it because they torched us in that 4th quarter, bro. But that loss hurt me last year. I swear to God, for like 2 months, bro.
But
I swear to God, yeah, even though the Ravens is number one in the AFC before Lamar get injured, that loss still hurt me the most, bro. Because
that's a super fan if I ever heard one.
Because it's Miami Dolphins. It ain't just the Dolphins, bro. I go against Bahamians, bro, and there's plenty of them over here, dog. So like every time a Dolphin see me, they're like, "Yep, you remember when they come back? I don't be into all that hair and all that shit, bro." So that's why we had to show them like, yo, all right, 4th down and 7. We up by we up by 8. We ain't kicking no field goal, big man. We know how y'all carry on, but we know y'all fast. But we showing y'all today, ain't no coming back today, bro. That's all that was, dog.
No, and like that stuff is carryover too. Like I've played teams like back-to-back years, right? And I've been on both sides of the spectrum playing teams back-to-back years where you have the better team this year, and you just kicking it behind, right? You're kicking it behind up and down, right? And they have the upper hand the next year, and you playing some of the same players you played the previous year, and they telling you, but y'all remember when y'all dropped 28 on us, or y'all dropped 35 on us, or something like that. Like you always remember, you remember the feeling, right? Like people remember feeling or how something or someone made them feel more than they remember the actual thing, right? Like you remember what he was down, he was up 21, and he would just come back and
anyway,
remember that
and
feeling.
Watching
so
it.
I respect that. And that's, to me, that was my tour coming out party assault. But you know how it goes.
Wait, dog. See, John? See, Wes, you don't see it. You see, like, wait. Dog, this group we in, bro. Like, you see me celebrating the last 2 weeks, right? Because we beat the 49ers and the Dolphins, right? And you see me celebrating, bro, because, wait, I beat people that I know. You see what I'm saying? These Dolphins, bro.
Come out the woodworks when they win.
Bro, these Dolphins, bro, is celebrate everything, bro. You see what I'm saying? And, like, me and Kim talked about this before, and he explained to me why they do it. So, like, I ain't hating on why they do it, bro. But it's just a fact that, bro, you can't lose to these fools, bro. You lose these fools, bro, you gonna hear it all game. You gonna hear it all week. All the memes. I think Miami Dolphins people is make memes, bro.
Of course.
Like, they just have all the memes done line up as soon as the game over, bro. Bro, Wes, I swear to God. If Miami win a game, that group chat, if I don't touch that group through that 3 hours of that Miami game, I see
100 messages.
100 plus.
Yeah,
100 plus,
facts.
bro. 100 plus. When they lose, and I see like
Silence.
20 or 24, I already know, all right, just Miami ain't win today, bro.
Everybody gonna sleep.
You're right. You say the same, bro. So, like, it ain't just,
They
all right,
mash up.
Lamar versus Tua, you know. I don't like your coach, bro. I don't think your coach.
Why, mate?
Bro, all right. So I watch Hard
the
Knocks.
best part of the team, mate.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Tyreek Hill's the best part of this team. Anyway, so I watched a little bit of y'all Hard Knocks, right? You know, I had to make sure I watched the one when, you know, the most recent one.
The first episode that he watched all year. But go on.
Right, yeah. The only one I wanted to watch was this one, right? So, and like, yo, and I ain't trying to, shit on no one, like how they is dressed or how they is move, right? But yo,
he's a clown.
Yeah, bro, he dressed like a clown, dog. Like, I ain't gonna front, dog. Like,
I don't. Like a clown?
Bro, like, all right, like, when I say a clown, I don't mean like he goofy. Like, he just didn't look respectable, bro. Like, when I look across your sideline and I see the boy,
yo, this a little dude, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's like barbecue chicken in the paint, bro. It's like, all right, it's like you're gonna go play basketball, right? And you see this guy come with
him because he bigger than him. That's why.
All the arm sleeves and all the hair sleeves and all the, all the gear. It's like, yo, this motherfucker's a clown, bro. Like, he ain't gonna do nothing, bro. Like,
Dab said if he ain't playing for Don Campbell, he don't respect it.
No, I ain't saying that, dog. No, bro,
I feel like that's what's happening.
No,
I mean, okay,
but bro,
so
you saw your interview. Hold on. One more thing, right? You saw your meeting, bro. You see how he starts the meeting, bro? Like, if I was a player, bro, I wouldn't feel excited to go play the Baltimore Ravens the way he set it up, bro. He was like, yeah, guys, we got a big game this week, guys, and Lamar Jackson. Yeah, it's pretty fast. So just tackle him. Just make sure you just tackle him. And then they show the guys in the background watching him, and they're just looking like, yo, we in with the window. Like they look defeated already, bro. Like all of them just looking like, and the coach in like helping like change the energy in the room, bro. Like they left that meeting the same way they walk in, bro, dragging their feet.
Well, I'll say this. I don't know your level of football play or interaction, right? But I played a little college ball. That's hardly ever. That's not the head coach's job, right? So a lot of the energy or the attitude that a lot of the players take on is either their coordinator's job or their individual coach's job in terms of personality, right? So when we would break from the general team meeting what everybody's a part of, like, and that's probably the quickest meeting in terms of what you'll have from all the, because the coach is just touching on the general points, right? So you almost have to you look at the head coach as a CEO, right?
Like overseer.
Some CEOs are a little bit more hands-on with certain departments than others, but all he's doing is cascading the responsibility. So when we go into our individual unit meetings, you tend to take on the personality of your linebackers coach, your secondary or safety coach, cornerback coach, defensive line coach. So that's where the more of the I don't give a bleep. We got to run
Let
through
me ask you a question, right?
Go ahead.
I understand. I agree with that. But don't you think all of the coaches have to follow in line with what Mike wants them to do or how they want them to move?
Yes or no. It depends on if that coach is an X's and O's coach or if that coach is a Dan Campbell kind of coach, right? If a coach is an X's and O's coach, like I think Mike McDaniels is.
Oh, he's definitely X's and O's all day.
Right. But he just wants his philosophy passed on, right? Where Dan Campbell may be looking like, so Mike McDaniels wants to be able to have people on his staff who know how to carry out his game plan, who know how to carry out his thought process. Dan Campbell might be looking more for personality when he hires a certain type of coach in his coaching staff, right? Because Dan Campbell is a personality doer. Like Dan Campbell, you know, X's and O's do. I mean, and
to a certain degree, to a certain degree. Yeah.
Right, like, and I only say that because like Dan Campbell was never a coordinator. He wasn't a coordinator when he wasn't a coordinator when he got his first interim head coaching job with the Dolphins, and when I think he went to New Orleans for a little while, but I think it's New Orleans. But so he was never in that. He was in whoever he went to after that. He was just a assistant head coach, right? So different coaches want different things. Like some people want teachers, some people want motivators, right? So that's how I look at it. And that's always been the two tails of coaching. Like even, I mean, not to take it too far, but like Phil Jackson isn't an X and O kind of coach. Phil Jackson is a motivating type of coach in terms of how he teaches and processes the game to his players, right? Like if anybody knows, like Tex Winter was the real architect of the triangle offense in terms of how it was carried or how it was played. Phil Jackson more was just managing, like making sure the egos in place, making sure everybody know how to flow and everybody know their roles in the team. And that's just different styles of coaching, you know. So you take the good with the bad with each side, you know. So
I feel you.
Like both have pros, both have cons.
Yeah.
But again, I tip my hat to Baltimore. They played an excellent game. Again, you can't when you go into when you play a game like that, your your window is very small. Like for instance, when we played Kansas City, we made one big mistake, and that literally cost us the game.
Yeah, that pick six.
No. When they stripped the ball from Kyrie, and it was a fumble recovery, and they dropped a pick for six.
I mean, yeah, sorry.
Right.
Yeah,
so like
that turnover I meant.
right when your margins that small, you can't have those kind of mistakes. And we made too many mistakes at Baltimore was too good. Baltimore is the hottest team in the league right now. I think them and Buffalo maybe tied with the longest winning streak. They're not tied. Have the longest winning streak between them two in the league. I think Buffalo is at 4 right now. And I think they all might be on 5 or 6, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
So you gotta tip your hat, man. Sometimes you just get beat, bro. Sometimes you just
That's why
get
I
beat.
say, but y'all just had good momentum, though. Not y'all just had that, but
What you mean,
as
good
I
momentum,
told you
boy?
before this game, but y'all just been trending up.
But why are you trending
hard
up?
to be a hot team.
Why are we
because
trending
y'all
up?
good.
Who good?
The team. What the hell? Lamar don't go there and play defense, King.
Well, you need to play defense, dog. All right. So let me give you the real action notes from what I see from that game, though. Right? Because I feel as if, and like I was telling one of our boys, Wes Fresh, about Halliburton, right? To me, but the key for great players in the biggest moments are the adjustments you make throughout the game, bro. And like, to me, if you can't make at least 2 to 3 adjustments to how the person is playing you're gonna lose, bro. Like, if I take away the first thing you're good at, and now you do resort to something else, and you can't resort to something else, you already lose the battle, bro. And like, after the first 2 drives, Tyreek should have got that touchdown. I don't know what he was thinking, but even if he had scored that touchdown, that was 2 perfect drives, right? And we played them the same way throughout both drives. Then they made one adjustment. We're gonna stay home on the players. We ain't gonna follow them with the motions too much. We just gonna stay home, and then if they beat us,
y'all went more zone. Y'all went more zone.
Right. So if y'all beat us this way, then hard talks with Tua, because I watched Tua the week before, and even though it's versus the Jets, I still wanted to see what he likes to do. I wasn't worrying about they beat the Jets 30-0 or whatever the score was. I just wanted to see what does he like to do. All right, he likes his first option on the left hand side, either that slant or that little post, right? Or if you decide to play up on those 2 high-low routes, but he can try to hit you deep. Other than that, it ain't too much variety when it comes to the Miami offense. But once you take away those reads, or that section of the field that he wants to go initially, and he have to look this way and then look this way. Sometimes if he get touched on one play, even though he might get the ball out, Kip, after no quarterback wants to get hit consistently, bro. Regardless, I don't care how great it is. We saw Tom Brady throughout the years. The best way to beat Tom Brady is, like you said earlier, get a front 4 inside pressure. Once you get inside pressure where he can't step up and throw dimes that he could do all day, then dog eat their lunch. So like, I just felt as if the Ravens made enough adjustments to stop what Miami wanted to do on offense. And then by LaMarvelous just being LaMarvelous, bro. I mean, I don't know what else you want to say, Wes. That's the 3rd perfect game. Your quarterback ain't on that list. None of your quarterbacks.
Wait, what you want me to say besides you play good?
Hold on.
I didn't tell you we play good.
I just said,
but
you just say, see, you just
you
say
want me
you
call
play
him
good.
LaMarvelous too?
Yeah, bro, call him
Jeez,
LaMarvelous,
Louise,
dog. You watching greatness right
good,
now,
boy?
bro? You watching greatness?
Leash, bro.
Year in, year out. You watching torch your team in Tampa last year.
I say, boy.
And you watching torch.
Y'all better win one of these playoff games, boy.
You gonna play anyway, go ahead.
You gonna have plenty of people on your line, King.
Bro, podcast got shut down for a week.